What's up everyone? In this video I'm going to be showing you 5 budget exterior mods for your Focus ST. This isn't really one of those videos you see everyone's always like, oh, get wing risers and mud flaps and stuff like that. I'm going to try to make these type of videos on my channel a little bit more unique and kind of hopefully show you some things that you didn't know existed for these cars, to kind of give you some ideas about stuff that you might not already know about. So let's go ahead and get started with the first mod, I guess you could call it. But the first thing that is a cheap mod for the exterior of your car, and I guess interior too, is tint. And yes, you probably have heard of tint, and you know, like, get tinted windows and all that. But you can, we'll definitely first start off with just tinted windows like these. That will definitely change the look of any car so you don't drive around a fishbowl. But most people already have the normal window tint. So you can kind of start with, like, there's all kinds of tint you can do for different things. We will get onto these later, but if you do have these turn signals, you could tint those. You can also do something like this, which is a tint strip. This is 5% tint. It was like $10 on eBay, and you just put the strip on the inside of your windshield, and that helps a lot with the sun getting in your eyes and everything, and it also kind of looks cool just kind of with the black line across there. But there's also, I mean, you can put tint wherever you want. Like on the headlights, you could do a light tint, maybe just like a dark tint across the top. Just kind of do it however you want. The only place I've done my own tint is right there with that tint strip. And also the fog lights, the Focus ST, if you have like a color scheme going, I liked the yellow. But if maybe you could try red, blue, something like that, you can kind of do whatever you want with the fog lights, add some tint on those. That's pretty easy. You can just take these black covers off and put the tint on there. I actually took my whole fog lights out to do it, but I really like the look of that because I have yellow bulbs in there from the previous owner, so I wanted to tint them yellow just because I thought it looked cool. But you can tint your fog lights, and also, this is probably the most popular one, is tinting the tail lights, which I have not done yet, but I will be doing soon. I don't really like super dark tint, so I'm going to be getting a light tint, and I'll get knifeless tape and go around this brake light here, and I'm going to tint the red to kind of make it more of like a dark cherry red, but I'm going to leave the white just plain like that to kind of give it more of like a custom taillight look until I get different taillights. And another thing you can tint is these reflectors right here. As I said before, I'm not really a huge fan of dark tint, but a lot of people like to completely tint these out, like almost black. So if that's your thing, you can do that. And that's all really cheap. You could probably tint, I mean, most of everything on the car you'd want to under $100, which by cheap, what I mean in this video is everything will be under $100. So let's go ahead and get started on the next mod. So the next cheap mod, it's not really like one thing, it's just kind of like an idea about the whole car, like kind of how the tint was. But with the emblems on the car, there's a lot of stuff you can do with emblems that's very cheap. I actually haven't done it on my car, but I will kind of explain what you can do. And also what I have done on my car is the emblems on the center caps. These were about $10 on eBay. You can see the red is kind of worn out of the ST, but this was a blue Ford logo, and I switched it to a red ST logo that's black. I just thought that looked better, but you can kind of switch the emblems up to be how you like them. So I have done the center caps there. You can see with the ST. I also did the ST valve stem caps. Those are just small details that most people won't notice, but it is a nice way to kind of add something to the exterior of your car. But also what they make for these cars are overlays for the Ford emblem here. You can get ones that have like the red Ford script, and you can get like this blue part here turned to black. There's all kinds of companies that make them. You can just look up like Ford Focus ST emblem overlays, and they make like gel badges that will stick on them, and they're kind of made of gel, so they kind of have that OEM look. But you can get those to kind of add like your own color scheme to your car and add that to the emblems. And also another popular thing is the ST emblem overlays. You can see the red part here is stock on mine, but there are several companies that make inlays for these, and you can get any color you want, and it sticks over the red, so the red will be changed to another color. And there's also a company I've seen on Facebook that makes light up emblems like this. I think it's more than $100, but they're called lit logos, and you kind of cut this part out of your car, I'm pretty sure, and replace it, and the emblem will light up, and it's Bluetooth controlled, and that's pretty cool. So if that's your thing and you're not really looking for budget mods, you can also do that. but that is also another way that you can switch up the emblems. And you can also do this on the back of the car. They make overlay or inlays for this, the ST emblem there and the Ford emblem there. And then also I got rid of the Focus badge over here just because I think it looks better without that. So if you like it without the Focus badge on the trunk, you could also do that. So that's just kind of a way to add small details to your car to kind of incorporate a color scheme into it. Mine is like white, black, and red. As you can see, most of the accents I add have some sort of like small amount of red in them. That's just kind of what I do. But let's get on to the next mod on the list. So this next mod isn't really something most people notice, but once I tell you about it and you notice it, you'll probably want to switch it out. But it is the Shorty antenna right here. You know, this if your car is stock, you will know that it has the long, like probably like about a foot long, wire thin one, and it like flops around and it's super tall and pretty ugly. So on Amazon you can get these Shorty antennas. You can see mine was like the middle length. I think they have a longer one, this one, and then there's even one shorter than this. But it is made by a company called Ronin Factory. You can see that logo on there. That's their logo. And they make a bunch of stuff for the Focus ST. They actually make the shift bushings, which will be in another video. I actually have a video installing those if you're interested in that. But the Shorty antenna will get rid of that long one, and this looks a lot cleaner just because it doesn't have the long wire sticking out. And I've also seen some people who have switched these out for the shark fin antennas, where it's color matched and it kind of just looks like this, the black part like without that. And they're called the shark fin antennas. I don't really know how to wire those up or what all that takes, but if I ever do that, I will make a video about that. But those definitely do look a lot better, so I might try doing that one day. But that's just a simple thing you can switch out. All you do is unscrew it and screw it back in. Super simple, and I think it makes the car look a lot cleaner. So let's get on to the next mod. The next thing on the list is going to be the sequential turn signals. These are one of my favorite mods in my whole car just because I love how they're sequential and go across, and they're also glossy black, so they go with the car a lot better. These are $20 and you have to get them from China, and they take about a month or two to arrive, so you have to be patient. But I think they're definitely worth it. It's a great mod for the exterior of your car because it gets rid of that clear lens. Mine had moisture in them anyways, so this was good to replace them. But you can see when they're off, they look like a glossy black. You can't even tell it's a light. But then when they turn on, it's like a sequential turn signal. You can see them both from this side. So they're turn signals. Yeah, they also do it when you lock and unlock the car, they'll turn on. And you can see these are the hazards on right now. But these are definitely a great mod. It's super easy to do. All you do is pop off the white mirror cap and pop these out and plug in the new ones. I have a video installing these. If you're interested in that, you can just look back in my videos. There was a few videos ago where I installed those, but that is definitely a great mod to add something to the exterior of your car. So let's get on to the next thing. The next cheap exterior mod you can do is a toe strap. Now this probably isn't for everyone. A lot of people don't like these. They think they look tacky, but if you like them, I like it just because I'm eventually going to race my car. I want to do autocross or something like that. So, I mean, you never know, you might need it. But right now I'm not racing my car or doing anything like that, but I just like how it looks, and it's also functional because the US spec Focus STs do not have any toe points on the car. They don't have like a tow hook that you can screw in like most cars would. So this is kind of a stupid mod if you don't actually do it correctly, but mine is actually bolted to the crash bar. I don't know if you can see back there, but this can actually tow the car. This is a genuine Sparco tow strap. I got it off of their website, and I believe it can hold up to 2 tons, but it's bolted to the crash bar, so it can pull the whole car if needed, if it ever gets stuck or something like that. And I also just like how it looks. I just cut a little slit in the bumper and slid it through, and that's how you can see it. I will have a video installing this up sometime. I don't know if it'll be before this video or after when this one is uploaded, but if it's not, stay tuned for that. I will be doing an install video on that soon, showing you how to mount it properly so you can actually tow the car from it. But that's about it for all of the mods. I will leave a list down in the description of everything in order of the video on what it is, and I will leave a link to where you can get some of the things I have on my car that I've shown in this video, like the turn signals and maybe the center caps and some other stuff like that if I can find it. So if you're looking for the same thing, you can find the link and buy those. But thanks for watching. Please leave a like. I really like making these style videos, as I have a bunch of ideas of stuff like this. I will probably make more like this. I'll probably make another cheap mod video just because I have lots of ideas like that. I'll probably kind of split them up into different categories. So this was cheap exterior mods. I might make another cheap exterior mods video like that, or I'll make a cheap interior mods or cheap performance mods, something like that, just so it's not like the expensive stuff you've probably already heard about, like intercoolers, tunes, stuff like that. But the smaller things, like the cheap things that kind of make your car unique, I'm going to try to give you more ideas like that, and I'll just split them up into categories so the videos aren't super long. But that's pretty much it. Please stay tuned for more videos like this and small install videos and tutorials and things like that. But please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.